While my pie is baking in the oven, I'm going to use the other sack of ground cherries that I husked and make ground cherry compote. Except I'm going to double this recipe because I figured out, I weighed the sack. I think a half pound of husked ground cherries is about 2 cups. It's around that. Maple syrup just sounds weird in here to me, so instead I'm going to use, let's see, 1/4 and 1/8 makes 3/8, 6/8, about 3/4 cup of sugar to 4 cups of ground cherries. And I'm not going to add any water. I'm going to see if it needs it, and then just cook it. It should be kind of like rhubarb, where it makes its own thickening. All right, let's see, how long does it say to cook it? 10 to 15 minutes. Add the water if it starts to stick and burn. Well, I should think so. 4 cups of ground cherries, 3/4 cup of sugar, and I'm not going to add any lemon juice in it. Called for lemon zest, and I don't have that. But see how I put some of the greener ones in there? Those will give it a little bit of tartness without having lemon juice. So I just stir this together, put it on the stove, and cook it for 10 minutes. Well, I've got it started. My oven says 9 minutes for the pie, and this is about 10 minutes, so this will be about the same. I did add a pinch of salt. I think a pinch of salt brings out the sweetness, makes you not need to use quite as much sugar. Of course, I'm the kind that puts salt on watermelon and salt on muskmelon and salt on tomatoes to even fresh. We'll check back with this in maybe 5 minutes and then in 10 minutes. Oh, yes, it's boiling like crazy. So just a few more minutes, maybe another 3 minutes. It's still runny, but I'm thinking if it's going to be sort of like rhubarb sauce, if there's plenty of pectin in those berries, and I think there are, it will thicken up once it is completely cooled down in the refrigerator. I think I'm going to call this good. The ground cherries have softened up quite a bit. In fact, what's weird, can you see? They're full of seeds, and the skins have become translucent. You can see right through the ground cherry and see that it's just a little jelly-like ball of baby tiny seeds. They look like sesame seeds. Alright, I'll take this off the heat, put some vanilla in it, stick it in a quart jar, let it cool off, and then put it in the refrigerator and have it with my yogurt tomorrow. It cooked down a little bit. 4 cups of ground cherries plus 3/4 cups of sugar made this amount of really pretty ground cherry sauce.